Hey friends, I'm Jonathan Smith, and this is Jump In with Jonathan, the podcast that makes you think, smile, and take action. Are you ready to jump in this show with me? Let's go. Welcome back to Jump In with Jonathan. I am your host, Jonathan Smith. I want to talk about something today that I think will hit home for all of us. It is a simple word called peace. Now, when I say peace, I'm not talking about quiet moments like when the kids finally go to sleep or when you finally shut off your phone or computer after a long day. That's relief, but that's not peace. Peace is deeper. See, peace is when your soul feels steady, even when life is anything but steady. It's when you're calm inside, even when everything on the outside is chaotic. Here's the reality: we all live in a restless world. We can listen to the news, we can listen to financial reports, we can have social pressures, we can have health struggles. Our lives are constantly bombarded by different things going on in the world. And for many, peace feels like something that only either A comes in a short season or will never come at all. But what if peace wasn't something you had to chase? Think about that for a minute. What if it was something you could build and carry with you through the highs and the lows and everything in between? So that's what I want to give you today. So I want to give you a couple things about this little word called peace and how to have peace. Most people think peace will come when problems go away. I've heard people say, well, I would have peace if I made more money. If my relationship was better, I would have peace. If my schedule would clear up some, I would have peace. If I didn't have to travel so much, I would have peace. But here's the truth of the matter: life never, ever clears up. Problems will always remain a part of life. If peace only showed up when life is perfect, then none of us would ever have peace. Your life will never be perfect. Peace isn't the absence of storms, it is the ability to stand firm during the most chaotic time of your life. There are times in my life that my life is extremely chaotic, but I have to find common ground and stand firm. Think about a hurricane. At the center of a hurricane is the eye. It's completely calm while fierce winds rage around it. Peace is like living in the eye of the storm. Life still happens, but you're steady on the inside. Not only do I see peace versus what reality is, but I also see what steals our peace. Before we can talk about how to find peace, we need to figure out what's taking our peace. See, we today only have problems that when we get in, the deeper the problems get, the less peace we have, the less sleep we have, the more medicine we take, the more we drink, the more we smoke, the more we eat, however people try to find peace. But the only way to have peace is to figure out what is stealing your peace. As I put this podcast together, I wrote down a couple things that can steal our peace. You say you have notes for your podcast? You're absolutely, I do. Because if I didn't have notes for this podcast, things would be very chaotic. So when we look here, I think about noise overload. We are constantly connected in every area of our life. We have social media, we have emails, we have breaking news, we have all sorts of alerts on our phone. Our phones are constantly dinging or vibrating every single minute, second, hour of the day, multiple times a day. For example, I was having trouble with some anxiety here recently. And one thing I learned to help with my anxiety was I turned my email notifications off on my phone. I understand not everybody can do that. But hey, if all you get is junk emails and it's not work related emails, then put those suckers on do not disturb. And that is one less ding, one less vibrate, one less notification you have to look at. I check my emails about 3 times a day, and that's it. Some people check their emails 20 or 30 times a day. Some people check their emails once a day, however you do it. But if that is one of the things that is hurting you, is the noise overload from your phone, take 15, 20 minutes a day, turn your ringer off, turn your phone off, and just sit in quietness and regain peace and stability in your life during that day. Not only do I think about noise overload, I think about unresolved conflict. We have a lot of people that fight with others throughout the day. There are times that you create inner tension by fighting and arguing with yourself. There are times that we go through the day and we're like, okay, how can I make this work? How can I make that work? How can I get through this situation? How can I get through that situation? If I do this, there's going to be this consequence. If I do that, there's going to be this that comes up. And I'm in a no-win situation. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know how I'm going to turn. And we create a war within ourselves. And then somebody comes up and they say the wrong thing to us. And then we create a war with them. And when we wonder why we have no peace. Step back from the situation, walk away from the situation for 5 minutes or less, and then return and say, okay, let's find the solution to this problem. Anxiety about the future. There's a lot of us today, we're worried about stuff that's going to take place tomorrow or next week, next month, next year. And guess what? We may not live to see those things. So don't worry about tomorrow. Don't worry about what's going to take place tomorrow. Don't worry about what's going to take place in the next 2 to 3 hours. You may not live to see it. Why worry about something that you have no control of? Then I think about this part. I think comparison is something else that is still in a lot of people's piece. You're scrolling through others' life on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, X, how whatever you find them on, and you're seeing that their life is way better than yours. Guess what? I can paint my picture of my life to look any way I want it. I can look like I make multi-million dollars, or I can look like I don't make a dime. I can look like I have millions of followers, and I can make it look like I have zero followers. So do not base your life and your goals in life based off somebody else's social media. Ask yourself today, what is one thing that is still in the peace, your peace right now? And let's figure it out. Now, here's what you've been waiting on. How can I have real peace? The good news is peace is possible, but peace will not just fall in your lap. You have to build habits and cultivate it. Number one, slow down. Everybody's in a rush to do something, and everybody wants to do it now. Everybody wants to order something online, they want it in their mailbox now. They go to a fast food restaurant, they want their food now. They want their money now. Patience has been thrown out the window. So I want you to slow down intentionally. I want you to take 5 to 10 minutes every day. Cut off your phone, cut off your computer, cut off the news, cut off the radio, cut off everything. And I want you to sit just in the peace and quiet of your mind and clear your mind 5 to 10 minutes every day. No phone, no distractions, just breathe. Even short moments of calm can reset your mind. Then I want you to have gratitude. I want you to write down every day 3 to 5 things that you are thankful for. See, gratitude shifts your focus from what's missing to what's present. Studies show that gratitude lowers your stress and anxiety levels and increases your satisfaction of life. Be grateful. Then I want you to guard your inputs. This is important. Be careful to the voices that you listen to. If you feed yourself with negativity, outrage, fear, peace will not be anywhere near you. If all you do is sit and listen to CNN or Fox News all day, every day, I doubt you're going to have much peace. If all you do is sit and dwell on how evil the world is and all the negative things going on in this world, I doubt you're going to have much peace. If all you do is look at somebody's Facebook or Instagram and compare your life to it, I doubt you're going to have much peace. So, what I want you to do is log off for a little while and say, you know what? I'm not going to let the news tell me how the world is. I'm not going to let social media tell me how to run my life. I'm going to step back. I'm going to take a moment. I'm going to reset. I'm going to reevaluate things. I'm going to be grateful for what's going on in my life. And I'm going to watch out the input that I take in my life. If I listened to some people today in my personal life, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. If I listened to some of my haters, I wouldn't have a podcast today. If I listened to some people in my life, I would not be a pastor today. If I listened to some people in my life, I wouldn't I wouldn't do a lot of different things. So watch out who you listen to, and watch who you allow to give you advice for your life. Fourthly, practice forgiveness. Now, this is huge. Did you know that unforgiveness causes a lot of anxiety in your life? Unforgiveness is like drinking a poison and expecting someone else to die. Carrying grudges keeps your heart, your mind, and your spirit restless. Letting go frees you. Well, you don't know what they did to me. You don't know how they talked to me. You don't know how they treated me. You don't know what they said to me. You don't know this. You don't know that. Okay, but you do not have to sit there and drink the poison of unforgiveness and wait on that person to die. Unforgiveness will steal your peace. Unforgiveness will turn into bitterness. Bitterness will turn into anger. Anger will turn into malice. Malice will turn into strife. And your life will be miserable because you have chosen not to forgive someone. So today, if you have chosen not to forgive someone and you have zero peace in your life, and I guarantee you have zero peace in your life because of this, then it's your fault, not that person's fault. Step back mentally, spiritually, and with your heart. Inside your heart, say, I forgive them and I refuse to let them steal my peace from this moment forward. So I want you to live out peace in your daily life. In your relationships, instead of reacting with anger, pause and respond with calmness. A peaceful presence changes the atmosphere. A proverb once said, a soft answer turneth away wrath. In your work, when deadlines pile up, focus on what you control, not what you can't. Peace is managing the moment instead of panicking about the entire situation. In your home, create a peaceful space. Declutter, add music, set aside family quiet times. Disconnect from your phone, disconnect from the internet, disconnect from your TV, and spend time with your family. Then I want you to look at the gift of peace. Here's what I want you to remember: peace is not something that you can buy, it's not something you can stumble into. It's a practice, it's a choice for those who believe. And whether you want to admit it or not, peace is a gift from God. Even in pain, peace can walk beside of you. Even in uncertainty, peace will guard you. Even in loss, peace will comfort you. So today, don't just wish, don't say, I wish I had peace. Pursue peace. Turn down the noise. Let go of what you can't control. Anchor yourself in gratitude, forgiveness, and faith. Because peace isn't something out there you're waiting on, it's something that you build upon right now. Hey, thank you for joining me today. If this encouraged you, share it with a friend who could use some peace in their life. And as always, stay encouraged, stay hopeful, and keep walking in peace. Until next time we jump in together, have a peaceful day. Thank you for listening to today's episode on Jump In with Jonathan. And keep in mind that life is better when you jump in. Have a blessed day.